Battle of the Brains, presented by Invest 529. Central Virginia's high school academic quiz show. Today's match features Douglas S. Freeman High School versus Hermitage High School. Let's play.
Hello and welcome. Thanks so much for joining us for Battle of the Brains. This is Central Virginia's only high school academic quiz show. I'm Cheryl Miller. This season, our teams are playing for a total of $20,000 in scholarship money, courtesy of Invest 529 and the E.W. Scripps Foundation. The final four teams will each get a share, the winning school receiving $10,000. Our competition welcomes teams from schools all across the Commonwealth of Virginia. The academic athletes joining us today are the Mavericks of Douglas Freeman High School, coached by Orion Altman and Jason Abril. Freeman High School is part of Henrico County's public school district. The school offers a specialty center for leadership, government, and global economics. Also with us today, the Panthers of Hermitage High School in Henrico County, coached by Jordan Chapman. Also located in Henrico County, Hermitage High School is home to about 1,600 students. The school is also home base for the Advanced Career Education Center at Hermitage. A big welcome and great to have all of these students here with us today playing Battle of the Brains. Our match will consist of 3 toss-up rounds and a category round. Players wishing to answer will buzz in and wait for me to call on them. Any interruption of questions with an incorrect answer will result in a point deduction, but there's no deduction for an incorrect answer to a completed question. All right, students, let's play Battle of the Brains. Here is the first toss-up round. Which word derived from the Latin for before the war describes houses? Matthew.
Antebellum.
Correct. Describes houses built prior to the U.S. Civil War. The world's longest railroad, the Trans-Siberian, runs for nearly 6,000 miles. Anush.
Russia.
That is incorrect. I'll finish for Hermitage. Runs for nearly 6,000 miles east from which world capital city? Molly?
Moscow.
That is correct. Called by many the greatest Mexican painter of the 20th century, name this artist known for his simple paintings. Anush.
Rivera.
Diego Rivera is correct. What is the name of a window treatment placed at the top of a set of curtains for decorations and to hide drapery hardware? Ruby.
Trim.
That is incorrect. Douglas Freeman? Anush?
Curtain.
It's called a valance. At 167 calories per 100 grams, what creamy green fruit, often thought of as a vegetable? Molly?
Avocado.
That is correct. It has more calories than any other fruit. Which Florida city is named for a Christian theologian born in 354 AD? Matthew?
St. Augustine.
Correct. This author compared leaders to lions and foxes. Name the man who praised Cesare Borgia. Anush.
Machiavelli.
That is correct. In his treatise, The Prince. What current southern state capital was originally called Nonesuch by Captain John Smith in 1609? Anush.
Richmond.
That is correct. These lepidopterans are toxic as adults because they feed on toxic cardenolides in milkweed when they are caterpillars. Amber.
Monarch butterflies?
Correct. At the beginning of the novel, he is a 6-year-old living with his cruel sister, Mrs. Joe. Name this narrator of Charles Dickens' Great Expectations. Amber.
Pip?
That is correct. Philip Pirrip. What is the Japanese word for divine wind, later used? Matthew.
Kamikaze.
That is correct. Later used to describe suicide pilots in World War II. This is the number of oxygen atoms in an ether group and the number of neutrons in an atom of deuterium. Matthew.
2.
That is incorrect. Hermitage, give this number equal to the atomic number of hydrogen. Molly.
1.
1 is correct. You may need your pencil and paper for this. Consider 2 identical 4.0 kilogram masses, each with a speed of 3.0 miles per second. How many times more is the kinetic energy compared to the momentum? And that would be 1.5, 18 compared to 12. All right, teams, watch the monitors and listen closely for a video question from the Brainy Bunch. And you must wait until the question is completed before you buzz in.
What type of mythological creature is described as a lion with the head of a goat, arising from its back, and a tail ending with a snake's head?
John?
Chimera.
That is correct. Born on the edge of the Nolichucky River in Tennessee, he served 3 terms in the U.S. House of Representatives. Name this American who did not kill a bear when he was only 3, as legend had it. Amber.
Theodore Roosevelt?
That is incorrect. I'll finish for Hermitage, but did die at the Alamo in 1836. Kyla.
Davy Crockett.
That is correct. Ferromagnetism generally refers to an element that is easily magnetized. Iron is one. Name either of the 2 remaining transition metals. Matthew.
Nickel.
That is correct. And cobalt is the other. And that buzzer is the end of our first toss-up round. Up next, we'll introduce you to today's players with us, and then they'll take on the category round when Battle of the Brains continues.
Miss a week of Battle of the Brains? Want to catch up on the full season of play? Watch full episodes on our YouTube channel.
Welcome back to Battle of the Brains.
Here are the scores following the first toss-up round here on Battle of the Brains. Our team from Douglas Freeman High School with 70 points. Our team from Hermitage High School with 40 points. And we'll get back to our match and many more questions just ahead. But first, let's tell you a little bit about today's players. Let's meet our team first from Douglas Freeman High School. The Mavericks are coached by Orion Altman and Jason Abril. First up is Amber Park, who is a junior and an active participant in community service initiatives through a local church. Has over 500 hours in Elden Ring. I don't know what that is. And plans to study English or communications in college. Our next player is Matthew Wozniak, who is a senior, plans to major in electrical and computer engineering and runs track and cross country. Our team captain is Anuj Damli, who is a senior, is a member of the Model UN Club and Freeman Secretariat, is also a member of the Freeman Marching Band, the Wind Ensemble, and the Jazz Band. Next up is John Thrower, who is a sophomore, member of the Freeman's new robotics team, plans to major in physics in college and is a Cetera speed runner in his free time. That is our team from Douglas Freeman High School. Great to have you here with us competing on Battle of the Brains. And now let's meet our team from Hermitage High School. They are the Panthers. Their coach is Jordan Chapman. First up is Ruby Starrett, who is a junior, is a member of the varsity hockey and tennis teams, enjoys embroidery, and plans to go into the hospitality business. Next up is our team captain, Molly Meadows, who is a junior, enjoys music and gardening, and would like to study psychology in college. Jalen Hudson is a senior who enjoys reading and writing, is a big fan of true crime, and plans to study food science or hospitality management. And Kyla Parker is a junior who swims and plays field hockey and is interested in studying occupational therapy or perhaps nursing. That is our team from Hermitage High School. And now our teams are going to take on the category round, where each team will select one 10-question category from today's choices. If a team gets all of its questions correct in the allotted time, they will receive a 20-point bonus. All right, teams, here are the categories from which you may choose today. They are dogs, U.S. presidents, and sports teams. And we do note that in this round, only the captains can officially answer for the team, though they may confer with their teammates to try to come up with the correct answers. By the rules, the high score team at this point gets first choice of category. So that is our team from Freeman. So Anuj, talk it over quickly with your teammates and let me know what category you would like to play.
Yep. All right. We'll take U.S. presidents, please.
All right. Which president fulfills these parameters? The first is served more than 2 terms.
Franklin Roosevelt.
Correct. Elected to 4 terms. Pardoned Richard Nixon.
Gerald Ford.
Correct. Served non-consecutive terms.
Cleveland.
Grover Cleveland, yes. Conceived of the 14 points.
Wilson.
Correct. Woodrow Wilson. Was the last Whig Party president.
Taylor.
That would be Millard Fillmore. The oldest man to be elected.
Elected. Yeah, Biden. Yeah.
That's correct. Age 78. Died after only 30 days in office.
Harrison.
Correct. Of pneumonia. Was impeached for violating the Tenure of Office Act.
It's Andrew Johnson.
Correct. Was the first president of the 20th century.
Theodore. 20th century.
Oh, 20th.
Yeah, Theodore Roosevelt.
That would be William McKinley. He served 1897 to 1901 and finally created the Peace Corps.
JFK.
That is correct. John Kennedy. Good job. You know your presidents. All right, Hermitage. Will it be our category about dogs or sports teams?
I think you can do sports.
Do you guys feel confident about dolls?
All right, Molly, I need an answer.
Sports teams.
All right, in which U.S. city do the following teams compete? The first is Major League Baseball Giants.
New York.
That's San Francisco. NBA Spurs.
That's not.
New York.
That's San Antonio. NFL, the Falcons.
Atlanta.
Georgia.
Atlanta.
Atlanta is correct. National Hockey League, Hurricanes.
Florida.
That would be Raleigh. Major League Baseball, the Pirates.
Detroit.
That would be Pittsburgh. The NFL Jets.
New Jersey.
That would be New York. NBA Celtics.
That's Boston.
Boston is correct. NHL Stars.
I don't know what that is.
New York.
That's the Hockey League, Dallas. WNBA Fever.
I don't know what that is. Never heard of it.
Pass.
That would be Indianapolis. And finally, the NFL Lions.
Detroit.
That is correct. All right, that is our category round for our teams. Up next, they'll take on another toss-up round when Battle of the Brains continues.
Battle of the Brains is always available. Find full episodes on YouTube and follow Battle of the Brains on social media.
Welcome back to Battle of the Brains.
Here are the scores following the category round here on Battle of the Brains. Our team from Douglas Freeman High School with 110 points. Our team from Hermitage High School with 55 points. And now it's back to Battle of the Brains and another toss-up round. But first, a quick reminder to our teams that you do lose points for interrupting a question with an incorrect answer. The other team then has the chance to answer. And of course, there's no conferring in the toss-up rounds. Here we go. A pharmaceutical rep is a great paying job. Spell pharmaceutical. Molly.
PHARMACEUTICAL.
That is correct. Ethiopia and Tanzania border what African nation whose capital is Nairobi? Anush.
Kenya.
Correct. In hockey, what is the term for when a player scores 3 goals in a single game? Matthew.
Hat trick.
Correct. According to the 2019 census, this North Carolina town had almost 3,500 residents. Established in the 18th century as Chickahawk, name this town that will forever be linked in history with Anush.
Kitty Hawk.
That is correct, with the 2 siblings who owned a bicycle shop in Dayton, Ohio. The name of which railroad in the board game Monopoly consists of just 2 letters? Matthew.
B&O.
That is correct. The others are the Reading, the Pennsylvania, and the Short Line. The sea lion and seal are aquatic members of this order's dog-like suborder Caniformia. The cat-like suborder Feliformia also belongs Anush.
Mammal.
That is incorrect. I'll finish for Hermitage. The cat-like suborder Feliformia also belongs to what order of mammals named for its members' tendency to eat meat? Molly.
Carnivora.
That is correct. The Maryland Toleration Act of 1649 provided freedom of worship exclusively to which religious sects? John.
Protestant.
That is incorrect. Hermitage? Kayla.
Catholicism.
That is incorrect. According to the judges, all or only Christian sects. Using the passport of Miguel Asturias, this author of the Book of Twilights and the Canto General traveled to Europe after an escape from his home country, recounted in his 1971 Nobel lecture. Name this Chilean poet of 20 poems. Anush.
Neruda.
Pablo Neruda is correct. According to Hebrew legend, what winged woman was created before Eve was Adam's first wife? Matthew.
Lilith.
Lilith is correct and was part snake. Standing 5'4" tall, who has the designation of shortest president of the United States? Anush.
Van Buren.
That is incorrect. Hermitage? Ruby?
Taylor.
It was actually James Madison.
Yeah.
What game named after a 13th century Italian explorer usually takes place? Molly.
Marco Polo.
That is correct, in a swimming pool. All right, teams, watch the monitors for another question from the Brainy Bunch. And again, you must wait until the question is completed before buzzing in.
Richmond's Maggie L. Walker was the first African-American woman to charter and serve as the president of what type of business?
Amber.
A bank?
That is correct. It was St. Luke Penny Savings, founded in Richmond. The largest nerve in the human body, what is the name of this nerve that runs from the spinal cord down each leg? Matthew.
Vegas?
That is incorrect. Hermitage? That would be the sciatic nerve. The mockingbird is the official bird of 5 different states. Name the other bird that is chosen most often, including Anush.
Cardinal?
That is correct, including Virginia. The Iraqi invasion of what country sparked the 1990 Anush?
Iran?
That is incorrect. Sparked the 1990-91 Gulf War. Hermitage? And that would be Kuwait. This 1938 agreement required the evacuation in less than a month of the Sudetenland, then controlled by Czechoslovakia. Anush.
The Munich Agreement?
That is correct. That buzzer means one more toss-up round just ahead, and we'll double the point value. Stay tuned to see which team is today's winner. Moving on to round 2 here on Battle of the Brains.
Love Battle of the Brains? Ready for your high school team to play next season? Go to battleofthebrains.net to learn more.
Welcome back to Battle of the Brains.
And here are the scores now as we head into the final round here on Battle of the Brains. Douglas Freeman High School with 180 points. Our team from Hermitage High School with 85 points. Now for this final toss-up round, we do double the point score for a correct answer, but we also double the penalty for an incorrect answer given before I finish the question. There is no deduction for an incorrect answer to a completed question. All right, good luck, teams. This is our final toss-up round. What is the term for the measure of the total amount of energy released by an earthquake? Ruby.
Seismic.
That is incorrect. Freeman? The word we were looking for is magnitude. Located in the Alps mountains, Mont Blanc, Europe's highest peak, lies along the frontier between what two Mediterranean states? John?
France and Italy?
Correct. This writer's imaginative fiction attacked totalitarianism and is often associated with the phrase, Big Brother is watching you. Molly?
George Orwell.
That is correct, the author of 1984. The letters S, P, Q, R. Anush?
Rome?
That is incorrect. I'll finish for Hermitage. The Latin acronym for the Senate and the Roman people formed part of the emblem on the standards displayed by what prominent Roman military units? Ruby?
Centurions.
That would be the legions.
I said
Actress and singer Idina Menzel became the first Tony Award-winning actress to reach the Billboard Hot 100 Top 10 with what 2013 Disney movie song? Molly?
Let It Go.
Correct, from Frozen. All known numbers of this type are triangular and associated with Mersenne primes. Name this class of integers, such as 6 and 28, equal to the sum. Matthew?
Perfect numbers.
That is correct, equal to the sum of their positive proper divisors. All right, you might need your pencil and paper. Multiply the following fractions and remember to simplify your answer. 1/2 times 2/3. Anush?
1/3.
That is correct. Simone de Beauvoir, a 20th century French writer and feminist, was a fervent representative of what philosophical and literary movement? John?
Romanticism?
That is incorrect. Hermitage? Ruby?
Could you repeat the question?
Yes, Simone de Beauvoir, 20th century French writer and feminist, was a fervent representative of what philosophical and literary movement? And I'm sorry, by the rules, I cannot repeat the question.
Oh,
So
sorry. Third round.
that's okay. But did you want to give an answer?
No, it's okay.
Okay. It's existentialism. Sandra Day O'Connor was the first woman to be appointed to what position? Anuj.
Supreme Court Justice.
Correct. Served at 1981 to 2006. Established by a political organization by Theodore Herzl in 1897. Anuj.
The Zionist Congress.
That is incorrect. I'll finish for Hermitage. Zionism grew in response to the Jewish desire to acquire what? Kyla.
Israel?
It would be a Jewish homeland. What is the term for geometric figures that have the same size and shape? Amber.
Congruent?
Correct. Robert Jordan is a university instructor from Montana who decides he wants to die for a worthy cause by helping to create a free Spain. In what Ernest Hemingway novel does this literary character appear? Anuj.
Farewell to Arms.
That is incorrect. Hermitage? Ruby?
Great Expectations?
It's actually For Whom the Bell Tolls. What is the term for redistricting voting boundaries for Anuj?
Gerrymandering.
Correct, for political gain. This 15th century Dominican friar's name has become synonymous for his religious bigotry and his cruel fanaticism. Name this man who first became the Grand Inquisitor of the Spanish Inquisition. That is Tomás de Torquemada. And that buzzer is the end of our round. While our judges double check the final score for us, here's a reminder how you can stay connected with us here on Battle of the Brains.
Stay up to date on Battle of the Brains. Follow along as your favorite teams advance this season. Visit battleofthebrains.net to learn more and follow the show on social at Battle of the Brains. Join us next week on Battle of the Brains as we welcome students from Maggie Walker Governor's School playing against Hermitage High School.
And that will kick off round 2. Now here's the final score for today's match, determining which of our teams will continue on to round 2 in this season's competition. Ending the match with a final score of 125 points, our team from Hermitage High School. Good job today by Kyla, Jalen, Molly, and Ruby. Our winners today with a final score of 260 points. Congratulations to our team from Douglas Freeman High School. Great job today by Amber, Matthew, Anuj, and John, and we will see you in round 2. I'm Cheryl Miller. Thank you for watching and playing along here on Battle of the Brains, and we'll see you back here next week. Great match, teams.
Game over. Thank you for watching Battle of the Brains. Presented by Invest 529. Goodbye.